My Fallout mock from last year has definitely seen better days. It looks like it has been hit by a nuke now through the moving and all that, which is totally fine. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. I thought it was a fun little display, but it was pretty on the small scale. Not a lot of huge ideas going on there. And I definitely think I can do better, which is the plan for Brickworld this year. Some elements might continue over, but I'm looking for something brand new. And this time around, I'm thinking about building something a little bigger and a little bit more variety in the build, adding some depth. You can see I got some of the big ugly rock pieces and some other just parts for terrain, some slopes. I'm thinking maybe 2 base plates worth of stuff. And since I use that dark blue base plate, probably some waterfront of some sort. Lots of darker, more sickly looking plant life too, so I could build some trees. But I don't know what I really want to do. Really haven't planned it out too much. And I think I am just going to go for it, build it from scratch, see what I can do, and continue over some of the figures and micro builds that I use just to expand my original concept and make it better. And here's the sort of basic layout for the shoreline and just the shaping of the overall area for the build. Pretty much used all the same dark tan pieces that I used from the last mock, which is kind of crazy because it is pretty much twice as big. Concept for this that I'm kind of thinking of, this water area, gonna add some plants there, and I threw together a digital build so far for a gulper. You can see it right now. Not perfect. There's not a lot of color options, honestly, for a build like that. I did it in coral, and I was just kind of limited by the parts availability, but this is what I kind of threw together. And it'll just probably rest on the water. It's a solution, not perfect, but I think just having something like that tied into the show, I think that'll be fun. Probably gonna throw in a dock there, so it'll kind of recreate that scene. I tried to design a Lego Deathclaw for this build, but I just couldn't really get it figured out in studio, and I just haven't had time to develop that, so gonna have to be pushed to the next one, but I want to keep trying at it. I just really need to get into some pieces and figure it out in person, I think. Moving on, thinking of a mountain of some sort. So I have all these burp pieces, big ugly rock pieces, so I can toss those around. I'm not sure what shape I want to do because I think having a canyon could be a good option for some sort of back scenery. That way I can build a little bit more vertically, have a raider camp maybe, or some sort of base at the top of a mountain. I think that's kind of what I'm aiming for, but I have to be kind of realistic with my time frame and the scaling and what I can handle right now. So not 100% sure. Might just do a solid mountain top sort of build as well, but I'm thinking just having some options with those parts, that could look good. Obviously the scenery is only going to go so far. I get to actually decorate the build. And I do have my mini builds that I already did last year. Probably going to reuse those since this isn't going to be necessarily Fallout 76 themed. I'm not going to use the camp device this time around more than likely. But I also have this Nuka-Cola machine that I haven't shown off before. Not really going to go into depth with that because it is kind of a pending deal. I'm working with a company to hopefully get this printed eventually. But very happy with how that turned out, and it's going to look good in the build. Definitely want to bring it with. And just for more small details, got some rocks thrown in. Gonna throw on some olive and assorted green parts to give it some vegetation, since it does feel like most of the games sort of have some sort of plant life at this point, especially with it being next to water. Gonna throw in some weeds in that to go around the gulper as well. But let's go into some of the minifigures and ideas for characters that I want to throw in. At the moment, the minifigures I have right now really hasn't changed too much. Brick Tactical has put out a bunch of new characters, so I'm on the fence. I might pick up some of those. I have some time left to decide. And in terms of power armor, I picked up the Nasty Bricks T51 print, and detailing on it looks pretty good. So I might switch it out for the T60. Otherwise, I would need to order a new T60 print since they updated the design. Same with the T45, but I'm not 100% sure if those would make it by June. So toss up. I might go for it and see what happens. Otherwise, I could keep this one, have the T51 with that armor, have some options there. And Brickmania posted pictures of their newest NCR soldiers. They said late June though, so I wouldn't have those to go with the Ranger, which is unfortunate. I'm going to be getting another vault suit though, so I'll have 2 vault dwellers for sure. And I might consider painting one of the input bricks, Pip-Boys, and having the 3D print for one of the vault dwellers. I'm not sure. I think the print just ends up looking better for the most part. Tying into the show again, I have this printed Lego shopping bag with a dead face on it from Minifigure Folks that is printed by Citizen Brick. So I thought that'd be kind of a fun tie-in for the show. If you have seen it, obviously you know about the head. And speaking of the show, I want to put together the ghoul in some way. My part selection isn't perfect for making the character right now. I don't have a good bandolier torso from a Western theme of some sort, but an approximation might be better than nothing. I saw some people online using the Citizen Brick Freddy Krueger face, so probably going to go with that, but also my Michael Jackson face might also be a good option. And I just have the dog from Coco as well to be dog meat, since this is realistically what an irradiated dog would look like. Something more like this than the dog we saw in the show. Obviously it was an Enclave dog, so maybe had a better lifestyle, but thought that'd be a fun design. Throwing on one of those utility belts as well. So let's just throw together a combo. And it's not perfect. I might have to check Bricklink to see if I can get a better torso for him, but another character to throw in the MOC. And that's what I have for right now, so let's wrap it up. I'm just starting out on this MOC, so nothing very substantial here at the moment, but I just want to put out what I'm working on, see if anybody had any feedback, any ideas. But I think this is going to be fun to fill in. I just have to figure out plant life, what I want to put everywhere, and like I mentioned, just for the more mountainous area in the back, what I actually want to do for the structure there. But let me know, what do you think about anything here? What do you like? What do you not like? Just let me know in the comments. If you want to see more Lego Fallout or custom Lego videos, check out all the videos on my channel. I've been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.